All right, we're going to start things off with Thunderbolt Gallop. This is a march, and if you've heard us play before, you might notice it's more of a gallop now. We've sped it up a bit. We'll wait just for a second for everybody to get nice and quiet. So the beginning band, this is the other part of their assignment, to watch the other half of the concert and be good audience. All right, here we go. Okay, so the intermediate band's had a busy year with playing for pep band. A couple of our drummers have been sitting with the pep band lately, even more than a couple times. And we've had the Veterans Assembly, we've had the Holiday Bazaar, and we had a brass group that played at the Christmas tree lighting. How many of you out there were at the La Center Christmas tree lighting? Yeah, what a great event, isn't it? And so raise your hand if you were in the brass ensemble. How many of you guys played for that? We had a few show up for that from the high school and the middle school. And then of course, I'll play along. I was a tuba player this year, and I had a professional player drop by on trumpet, so that's part of the fun. I kind of put the word out, and some of my friends out there who are pros come and drop by. Okay, we're going to continue on with this very low budget, tiny little independent movie called The Avengers. And we're going to do a little bit of music from that, Avenger. So as you can see, the percussion are very busy back there. Percussionists, if you stick it out, you get a chance to play pretty much everything back there, eventually including the drum set. One thing we're talking about, perhaps for next year, for 8th graders going into freshman year, is dividing back out into the winds and brass go into one class, and the percussionists go into their own percussion class. And which is exciting because then we have time to work out drumline things, really work on each instrument and get it just right. And of course, the percussionists get to make noise the entire period without having to sit there quietly, wait. So I hope if you're the parent of an 8th grade percussionist, you really encourage them to do that percussion class next year. And more details will be coming your way. Okay, now we're going to do some carols, some Christmas carols. Not just a couple, we're going to do 20 Christmas carols. But the song only takes 2 minutes. So this is 20 carols in 2 minutes. See if you can count 20 carols in there. Okay, we have one final piece for you, but I want to invite someone up who's very special to me, who's going to talk about this piece and be our narrator for the day. And that is my wife, Libby Cameron. Would you come on forward? She's going to tell you about this piece that we're going to start.
Figured out who I was, giving him the evil eye in the band room, right? I'm actually nice, but I'm trying to help Mr. Cameron out. Okay, one thing before I get to this, what the song is about, there are some thank yous you might see in the program. We want to thank, he's kind of already did this, but thank all the parents and family members who support the band program. And without you, I wouldn't get very far. Also, let's enter middle school principal Lori Vanderpool, if she's here. Okay, she's back there. Thank you. She's given a lot of support to the band program and has allowed some of you are participating in that early morning jazz band class in these middle schoolers. So the high school and middle schoolers, they are actually practicing here at 7 a.m. every morning. So who of you are in the jazz band? You're getting up, showing up? That's fantastic. Okay, so that's a pretty big ask, and they are doing it, and they are actually, I think they make up about half of the jazz band at this point. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to bring up was the Center Music Association. Let's see, did I get that right? The Music Association. Okay. Is there anyone here from the Music Association? If you would stand up, we're going to bring quite a bit of fundraising and support in general. They're the ones that put on the bazaar that was here on December 3rd. And how many of you showed up for that? This place was crazy full. They're going to have to do a little thinking about flow next year because it was so full. And it was really great. I think it was a big success. So we're really grateful to the Music Association. And if you would like to get involved, there's always room for more, isn't there? Okay, so on to the next song they're going to be doing. I apologize because I don't have this memorized and I have to read the script, but the song is called Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole. It's by oh, sorry, that's the alarm. Oh, if this was thank you. All right. So the composer has a message for us in his own words about this song. There's a little story behind it. So he says, in 2021, I wrote a fun little work entitled Santa the Barbarian. I wrote it mainly because it made me smile and it was completely different from any other Christmas music I had written. At a conference, somebody asked if I was going to write a sequel. What will Santa the Barbarian do next, they asked. I didn't know. I told them if I ever had a good idea for where the story went, I would write it. But only if I had a good idea, and only if I could make it educationally worthwhile. In early 2022, I was conducting the Southwest Iowa Bandmasters Association Honor Band, and during one of our Q&A sessions, he said it was suggested that I write a piece called Pirates of the North Pole. Slap, bang, there it was. That is what the Santa the Barbarian would do next, of course. I also knew that I would need to make the piece distinct from its predecessor, as I didn't want to repeat myself. If bands were going to play a sequel, it had to have different educational material to make it worth their time. And this work features a 3/4 time signature, as well as an emphasis on polyphony, which is multiple melodies overlapping at once. I hope I got that right. To add additional musical challenges for our players. All right, chapter 2 of the Santa Saga finds our anti-hero taking to the high seas to find new adventures and new lands to conquer, along with his pirate crew of elves who've gone bad. Their names are Candybeard, Sally Snowbank, Gingerbread the Terrible, and Angelica Twinkletoe Jones, and his reindeer, Basher, Danger, Lancer, Victim, Bonnet, Brutus, Runner, and Blitz them. Santa navigates the icy Arctic waters, looking for the next boat full of unfortunate souls unlucky enough to experience his brand of holiday mayhem. With a flash of his sword and a jolly yo-ho-ho, the work is written in the style of various sea shanties and incorporates altered versions of the Ukrainian Bell Carol, Jolly Old St. Nicholas, Blow the Man Down, I Saw Three Ships, and God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. And he closes by saying, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from me to you and yours. And as always, peace, love, and music. That was from Randall Standridge.